Good morning, good morning, good morning, class. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm good.
Okay, how was your day yesterday?
That was pretty good.
You've been doing good, pretty well? All right, I'm glad you're here today. And today's a beautiful day. And today's lesson here, I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do today. Today we have a short text that I'm going to present to you, okay? But before I even tell you the title of the text, before I even tell you about the text, we're going to apply a strategy. And the strategy called possible sentence. Could you tell me what's the name of the strategy, Kayla?
Possible sentences.
Possible sentences, okay? So, but I'm not going to tell you about the title of the text we're going to talk about. I'm not going to tell you about the text, what's inside the text. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you 5 words that are included in the text, okay? And I'm going to read those words to you. As I read those words to you, I want you to type them in. If you look it to your right, I had sheets for you that have a diagram that's called possible sentence, titled possible sentence, and you're going to see 3 square. One says vocabulary words, the other one says before reading sentences, and the other one says after reading sentences. So what I want you to do, Caleb, as I read those words to you, I want you to write each word in the first vocabulary words, okay? All right? And I'm going to tell you about those words. I'm going to give you a little definition about the words, okay? All right? Then after that, I'm going to let you write 5 sentences which included each word in the sentence. You're going to think about 5 sentences that you could write with those words in it. And that's going to go in that second box in your sheet right there. Of course, you already have the programs in already. You're going to use the computer to type it and that, okay? Then we're going to go to the text. Then I'll tell you about the title of the text and how your sentences related close to the actual words in the sentence, okay? You ready for that? Any questions?
No.
You good? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. First word is going to be behavior. Behavior. And that's spelled Behaviors. Behaviors. Okay? And of course, when we're talking about behavior, killer, we're talking about the way we comport, the way we behave, the way we act, what we do. Okay? The way we behave. I know you hear that before. Some other teachers say they behave well. Okay? The way we comport ourselves. Okay? Anxiety. Anxiety. The word anxiety means we're anxious. We're a little bit not angry, but anxious. We out of breath. We anxious. We have a little, right? We overwhelmed. Exactly. That's another word. Thank you, Kira. And the third word is speech. Okay, speech. Of course, when we speak, speech, the way we speak, what's coming out of our mouth, verbally, speech. Okay, how we talk, how we verbalize our words. Okay. The fourth word is disease. Of course, disease, that is when something in our body is not functioning the way it's meant to function. Something causes it to not function the way it's functioning. Right? That causes that a disease. A disease, that's whatever it is that causes one of our bodies or parts of our bodies or our organs not functioning the way they're supposed to. And the last word is depression. Depression. Depression is what? When we feel what? Sad. We feel down. We seems to be not interested in things. We're depressed. Nothing matters to us. That's depression. Okay? Now, what I want you to do with those 5 words here, I want you to go to the second box of the diagram that you're looking at, the chart that you're looking at. The second box, which is called possible sentence, and I want you to create 5 sentences that include those words. So I want you to have each word with a sentence, type that, and I will check up on you. I will give you a minute or so to write that, and I will check up on you, okay, to use each word as a possible sentence. And once you've done that, we could go ahead and to the text. Thank you very much for your cooperation today. Mrs. Kayla. Okay, and I will check up on you how's this going on with this text. 5 sentences that include those texts. Strategy called possible strategy. All right, let's see how you doing, Miss Kato. All right, pretty fast, okay? All right, you're in your 3rd sentence, you're gonna be in your 4th. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. All right. You got 2 more sentences to go. Very well. Possible sentences. Okay. Give you a few more seconds to conclude those sentences, Miss Kayla. Wow, I could see you in your last one. And after that, I'm going to review those sentences with you to see how close can we get to our original text that we're going to talk about after that. Yes?
How do you spell unfortunately?
Unfortunately, U-N-F-O-R-T-U-N. E-L-Y. Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm finished.
All right, good job. So, what you got here, you have before reading sentences in that box. My friend's behavior was observed yesterday. Good. Discover a new word. I felt anxiety rush through me as I climbed on stage. Okay. I was so afraid my speech felt mixed up. Okay. Lupus is known to be quite popular disease in the United States. All right, that's the fortunate. My brother, unfortunately, suffers from depression. So I could see you have each word. Good job, Kim. Good job. High five. Woo! Yeah. I can see you got this word in here. Now, what we're going to do, focus on those words. Look at your 5 words and look at the 5 sentences that you just created. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to tell you about the text. Now, if you go to the browser, you're going to see I have the text ready for you. Okay, open your browser, you're going to see the text ready for you. Boom! What is the title of the text?
What is autism?
What is autism? Okay? And I'm going to read part of the test, and I'm going to get to the point where you identify some of the words that you've seen, that you have written before. Autism. What is autism? Okay? Autism or Autism spectrum disorder refers to a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors. You see a word that you're familiar with?
Yeah.
Speech. You see another word you're familiar with?
Yes.
And nonverbal communications. Okay? According to the Center of Disease Control, autism affects an estimated 1 in 44 children in the United States. Okay, now let's continue reading. Several factors may influence the development of autism and is often accompanied by sensory sensitive and medical issues such as gastrointestinal GI, short for GI disorder, seizures, or sleep disorder, as well as mental health challenges such as anxiety. See another word you see?
Yes.
Depression. See another word?
Mm-hmm.
Is those words into your vocabulary words?
Yeah.
Right. And attention issues. Okay? So what other word that we missing we didn't talk about here? Disease. Thank you. Very good job. Disease. Okay? Disease. We didn't talk about disease. Okay? So let's go ahead and see in our text. And what we're talking about, oh, we passed disease, because remember that first paragraph we read according to the center of for what? According to
the centers
for read
for
that for me.
disease
For
control.
disease. Read the whole sentence for me, kiddo.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, autism affects an estimated 1 in 44 children in the United States today.
All right. So you see the word disease there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Again, we're talking about disease. That's when. What did we talking about? Disease means what?
When your body's not functioning.
Exactly. Not functioning properly. So what we're gonna do, kiddo, I'm gonna want you to now, since we read the text and you have the text in front of you, I'm gonna want you to use those 5 words again and create new sentences that's not in the text. Again, you got the text in front of you. We talk about the text, but I want you to create new 5 words that's not in the text. Okay, sounds good? Okay, any questions?
No.
All right.